Welcome back to the BinkieBoys podcast. I'm your co-host, Austin. With me today is the beautiful Anthony. Anthony, say hi.
Hello, Austin.
Oh, hello. Hey, Patrick's also here.
Hello again.
And Griffin. Griffin, you made it.
I'm just here because I want friends.
What's
That's
that,
fair
Patrick?
enough.
How am I going to solve global warming? Well, here's the thing.
I'm glad you
I
asked.
am so
Go
glad you
on,
asked,
bro.
Patrick. I actually figured it out. I figured out how we can solve, like, the problem with, like, all the plastic straws and stuff, and we can solve, like, the rising sea levels, right?
Explain.
Okay, so here's the thing. We take all the plastic straws, right? And we dump them in the ocean. Now
Right,
I know it.
I was thinking the same thing.
I know what you're thinking. Like, well,
I'm
like
way ahead of you.
the straws, they're gonna be bad for the turtles, right?
No.
But here's the thing: the turtles are gonna use the straws, and hear me out. They're gonna drink the ocean water, and then it's gonna like combat, like whatever the ice caps are melting. We're gonna build a wall around the ice caps. Whatever, bro. It's
Build
gonna
a wall around cheese.
it's gonna like counteract the rising levels with all these
I
turtles
see
drinking
no
water.
flaws in your plan.
I honestly think it's probably perfect.
Yes. You know what
Uh,
else might probably be perfect?
No, I don't. Try to poke a hole in my plan. I dare you.
The pasta fazool video.
That was pretty good, actually.
So
Controversial.
it's very controversial. We lost. We posted cringe. Apparently, we lost
Yeah.
subscriber.
Well, it's called art. Like, if you don't
Yeah.
like it, that's your own fault. I'm sorry.
It's contemporary.
It is
you
art.
wouldn't get it.
It's avant-garde.
It is very. It's like.
It's
like
modern. It's modern.
avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
Because as far as I know, avant-garde means like on the leading edge, or like on in the forefront, and it's art, bro.
We are
Definitely.
the tip of the penis.
Name an artist. I guarantee you. No, Patrick. Name an artist. I guarantee you he's not better than that video or
That's
she.
true. That video was actually, it was way more fun to make than it probably is to watch.
Hey, and you know what? That's what matters. That's what content creators need to focus on themselves. They're always posting like, "Oh, I'm so sad." Shut up. Just make
Yeah.
a pasta fazool video.
Yeah, bro.
You make millions.
Yeah, we made the video was basically, so we made a big ass bowl of pasta fazool.
Big pot.
Okay.
And then
Speaking of making millions, actually, what it? I don't understand how in like the NFL, right? They get paid like millions of dollars, and they lose motivation in a game. Like that is some.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's
A little
fair.
side note.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so we make this big bowl of fazool, and we're like, well, what are we gonna do now? We've had like a good serving or two each, and we're like, well, we could make a video of us eating it, and then have it be completely silent, and then it
And
stopped
then-
being completely silent.
And then we spent an hour trying to set up the camera
Yeah, it was.
on
it-
Anthony's shelf.
Yeah, because we don't have a tripod, and it was like just my phone, so it's kind of rough.
And then we spent an hour trying to get Eric to stop laughing.
Yeah, Eric could not stop laughing. You can't see it in the video, but Eric has headphones in the entire time, so he doesn't think about like what's happening. He can just kind of like zone out. Another thing about Eric in that one, the scene where he falls,
See,
we had to do that like
6 times.
6 times. It was so funny every time.
I have never seen Eric laugh that much, aside from the part where he beat his wife. I saw him do that. He could not stop laughing when he.
That's true, bro. No, like
Yeah.
none of it was like scripted, but as soon as there was a funny bit and like we couldn't handle it, like we laughed too hard, we tried to
We had
reenact
to
it.
script it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So basically, the moral of the story is content creators should put out more content that they enjoy making as opposed to content that panders.
But that does not put food on the table, you see.
Let's make a 1,000-degree knife cuts Fortnite or wherever the fuck you guys want.
Let's support big. Is this McDonald's? I'll have Big Mac.
Griffin, back to
My
your
extra
comment
tomato.
on the that doesn't put food on the table.
Ah,
Nothing we're doing is
Nothing.
putting shit on the table other than pasta fazool that
We
we
make
bought the
0
ingredients
cents
for,
per
bro.
year, Griffin. In fact, we lose money by doing this job.
We do, but we do it
no.
for you, the fan. That's right.
Actually, it's for the
Not
Minecraft.
you, Bruce. Bruce, you unsubscribed because of the fazool
If you're
video.
listening to this, Bruce,
Bruce.
I just want to know that I know there's animosity between us, but it's all true, and it's because I hate you.
And Bruce, I don't want you to feel tired. And maybe it's because it was just today that I found out that you unsubscribed because of the fazool video. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest, completely candid here. I was a little upset.
You know, I would go farther than that. As far as to say I am extremely upset and disappointed that you would even consider unsubscribing from a dear friend, such as myself.
I changed my mind. You're disgusting. Griffin, do you care to wager?
I will
I'm
not take
disappointed.
sides in this bout.
He
But-
abstains.
But
The
But
gentleman from Poo Pooville abstains.
this guy looks like Poo Poo Man.
Bro, you gotta be careful with that. You can't be stealing jokes.
All right,
bro.
Griffin.
Mm.
If you think you're so unsided, what's your favorite Ghost Hunters video?
oh well, that is a very interesting question.
Ah, yes.
What the fuck kind of segue was that, Austin?
A, that was a bad segue and a bad response.
It's like, what was going on there? Like, I had
I-
some thoughts, but I was like, you changed gears. Like, you know,
I had a stroke.
it was like you're
You can't use that again.
What?
You can't use that excuse every time, bro.
I
You're always every
Guys,
time you
please.
make a mistake.
This is a desperate cry for help. I cannot stop having strokes.
Just get on blood thinners, bro. Everyone's doing it.
It's fair.
Just huff.
So did
paint,
you stop
bro.
recording?
No, why would I do that?
I thought my segue was so bad you just stopped the podcast.
no, that's staying in, buddy. Everyone's gonna know about that.
Everybody's gonna know I had a stroke for a second time.
Yo, if I stopped the podcast every time something bad happened, we would
Have 1 minute
Never.
of content.
we'd have 0 minutes of content actually. Griffin, are you still like eating high chews over there? You're kind of quiet. You okay, bud?
You guys
Griffin,
what-
besides the
what-
high chews, you never answered my question.
Okay, first off, is Ghost Hunters like some sort of
It's
TV
one
series?
like, I'm on your bridge, goat man.
Again, is this some like sort of TV series that's going on
Yes,
for the
but there's videos of it everywhere.
Okay,
I've only
I cannot say I've ever seen one of those.
My favorite
time.
Ghost Hunters video is the one guy's like, if you want me off this bridge, you're gonna have to kill me. I love Ghost Hunters,
Oh.
bro.
I've never like actually watched like a real ghost show, but I watched the Achievement Hunter, like the Achievement Haunter thing,
That's good.
where they just like yell at ghosts for 45 minutes at a time. That's pretty good. And then
It's
I've
pretty
also
much,
seen like
most shows.
parodies of ghost shows, and that's it. Like I've never actually watched like sat down and watched a real ghost show.
Imagine not having watched a ghost show.
I think I'd want to die if I watched one.
Bro, they're funny.
I watched Ghost Adventures. I actually watched it for a while, and the most like perfect evidence I saw of a ghost was when they like walked into this building, right, and they were in this room. They were all like just walking in. I don't know. Hang on, I'm trying to think of it. They saw a beam and like 3 bricks like floating around in a circle in midair. Like no shit. And they were like, fuck! And then they all just ran in different directions and like
Why would you
scattered.
ever run a different direction?
I know.
It's like Scooby Doo.
The worst idea.
I know you
But
said
any-
no shit, but it sounds like there's a whole lot of shit going on
The
there.
the most concrete evidence I've seen from a ghost show. Concrete, baby. But
Hold
the
on.
most concrete evidence that I've
The-
seen from a ghost hunter show is the time they were like using one of those like wavelength scanners to like find hidden like voices, basically like Ouija board, but like technology. And they were like, if there's anybody here, please let us know. And the ghost was like, spaghetti.
I love those things
Uh,
because they've got to be like little radio boxes that like like the Library of Babel, like it just has like every possible combination of letters in
Combination.
there. I think it just has every possible combinations of sounds, and every once in a while something that sounds like a word comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spaghetti.
But okay, going back to that video of the planks. All right, sounds like bullshit. I'm defending
I
my
thought it was
credibility
bricks.
here. It was like a plank, like a 2x4 and some
Ah,
bricks.
so you're changing.
So you
And
change.
they showed the video to an expert, and he said you could not replicate that with wires because they go and they change directions, and the 2x4 blocks the area above the bricks. That's why I thought it was really interesting.
An expert on what?
You don't think they could put
Mass?
like
Video
something on the
analogy.
An expert
ground?
on
Okay.
video tampering.
Good. Make
Yeah,
sure
but
it
it
wasn't
was
like
probably
an
like their
on
expert.
paranormal activity, because that
Well,
has
I
no
don't know.
credibility to it at all.
He was actually an expert on bird law, but they brought him in for the ghost show.
Yeah, it was a really weird choice, but
Did you guys
But
ever
he,
watch It's Always Sunny?
Mm,
No.
Not all the way
Oh,
through.
that's a shame.
I did.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's so good, bro.
Patrick, what's good? I've heard it's. I've heard he who shall not be named talk about it a lot.
That could be like five different people.
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
have
have to you're gonna have to
and
elaborate.
the
Talking about
clase de
Voldemort, you-
español
what your love
a
life is
mi
like?
izquierda.
Your love life or right to your izquierda?
Left is Izquierda.
That's not
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, I do too. Um,
Just
speaking.
like
Oh.
my love life, that guy.
That, that's
Yeah.
That guy.
The the like, oh, what is it? I'm kind of like on the same vein as the ghost shows. My dad watches. Have you guys ever seen that show, like The Curse of Oak Island?
Oh, yes.
Where they're just like on
I
the
am not.
island and they're like, hole, their treasure in hole. We dig,
Big straight hole.
big dig, big hole. Dig.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like
Another hole.
my dad like
Same episode.
watches so much of that show.
It's probably the same. I guarantee you, it's meant for boomers, right? And they're
Yeah.
banking on the fact that they don't remember the last episode, and they just keep repeating the same episode.
It is the same thing. It's like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
every
same
time I
episode
go
over
down
and
there, they're
over.
like, the ancient Templar Knights put this new booby trap right here so they would never get the treasure unless you know the secret trick. It's like,
Do they
What?
know the secret trick?
no, they're just keep trying to go down this hole, and they're like, as they go down the hole, there's like, because it's on an island, right? As they go
Yeah.
down the hole, like the further down you go, there's like more booby traps, and in the like most of the hole is filled with water, because there were like certain booby traps that like were like canals to the ocean that would just fill up the hole with water.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Sometimes I'm like, kind of seems like it's all bullshit, because it probably is. But
It's actually
whatever.
just a hole.
Also,
Yeah.
who you talking to?
He's talking to Fisher's cat.
Probablemente su mama.
Probably. Very good Spanish. Muy bien.
Who talks Spanish?
Griffin spoke
Sorry, I was
Spanish.
gone for a moment speaking to my mother.
Griffin was
Right.
right.
Muy bien.
Okay,
Frijoles.
to put it to put it simply, yo soy la rancho.
Like, yo, soy la rancha. En pocas palabras estoy embarazada. That does not mean embarrassed.
In case you're wondering, that means in little or few words, I'm pregnant.
Indeed.
in case you don't understand the reference, it's a reference to our 2016-2017 Spanish video.
Our smash hit Spanish video,
It was a
Anthony
smash.
S. Embarazado.
Uh-huh.
We should
Griffin
we should
played-
talk about that a little bit.
Griffin played the cop and the baby.
Yeah,
And
I
the-
gave birth to
the
Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin started pulling. Oh, he's also a doctor. Griffin started pulling out himself, but then I ended up pulling himself out somehow.
Then you lifted me up
Through
into
the-
Anthony's arms.
Yeah, all 105 pounds of you.
120 to be honest.
Oh, 100, I'm sorry.
It's
At
a
the
joke.
time, were you 120 though?
Probably, maybe. I bet it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, that video is actually like surprisingly fun to make.
Yeah,
Except for that one
despite
time
being-
we slipped on the ice.
That was
That
hilarious.
hurt so bad. I cannot believe we actually did that.
That
I-
was like
How did
Me-
you all slip at
I put the
once?
table on the frozen river. I had no clue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was just a
I was like,
river.
here's a flat spot.
it was a pond. To be fair, I think we would have known if there was a frozen river, but it was like
I
a,
meant like a stream.
yeah,
Can
like we knew
imagine-
it was like a grassy pond area, but because I live in that area and I knew there was a pond there, but I didn't know it had started yet in that area, and there's like still tall grass sticking up through the ice. And so when Austin like calmly put the table down there, it was fine. But when we had to run for the scene, we all ran for the table and like ate absolute shit. Like
We
I
all
hit
slipped.
hard. I had bruises the next day actually.
And then we put a tornado.png in the
Yeah.
background.
Wasn't that hiding from the earthquake though?
No, that
That
was
one?
definitely a tornado.
Oh yeah. So the premise
We
of the
didn't even
video
have
was that
yeah. We
it
were.
was- you want to take this one?
I'll do the first part. Okay,
Okay.
so basically, Anthony gets pregnant. It's basically the Immaculate Conception, but again. And who just left?
It was Griffin. He's back.
I apologize. The audio is cutting out very, very bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyways, it was the Immaculate Conception, but it was Anthony instead. And basically, we spent the whole day trying to get to the hospital while avoiding disasters, natural disasters.
Because we had
Because
to use
that
the
was our-
vocabulary of the unit.
Yes, which happened to be natural disasters.
Yeah.
Also, Anthony was pregnant.
Yeah.
I would like to be an extra in one of these films, but
Oh,
I'm
It'll
not
if
probably
we
be
do
that.
another one, you will absolutely be an extra.
Yeah.
No doubt. They are always smash hits.
They are.
We have never-
Everybody is.
They had they
loving 'em.
comer crayons.
I actually
Like-
think that but the videos that we make now are going to be shown as examples in the future. I really
They
do.
absolutely will be.
I hope, bro.
If what was the Barrios one?
Oh,
go.
Chico's and El Barrio.
Chico's and El Barrio. God, that was so bad. If they actually got a 95% on that, I will be thoroughly pissed. Same grade as us,
Yeah.
but there's cut every second and a half.
Yeah.
You could see them looking at their script between cuts.
Yeah. That's funny though. the like.
No,
the-
it's
No, like them
Well,
looking at their scripts
oh,
and cutting so
yeah.
fast was really funny. I lost my shit actually. I would have lost my shit if I wasn't so composed.
not only did we win our class's vote, but the other classes vote for
Yeah.
best picture.
That was but that was for the crayons one though, where
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
couldn't
about.
stop eating crayons.
Couldn't stop. Addicted to crayons. Griffin was a crayon dealer.
Yeah, our good
Good.
buddy Timmy
Our good buddy Timmy.
was eating crayons. He went full force for that. Like
We told him
crayon
to
eating,
take a bite of the crayon and stop,
and like hold
and
it in
we
his
ended
mouth.
it, but he chomped for like 30 seconds.
He took a bite of
Just-
one crayon, two, and then he went for
Eating
another
crayon.
crayon and bit into a second one.
He did go for another crayon.
We told him
What
not
the
to. Yeah, Patrick, it was if you had been there, you'd have been impressed. It was a story based off you. So
It was.
2 crayons in one day? That's a lot even for
he played you better than you play you.
Damn, bro.
Why
No.
did you choose
Kind
to
of like
make his
those
name
59
Pat-
girls that played you. That was a reference. Anyways,
Why did we choose to make his name Patrick? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
because it's a story Based off you. You think we're kidding?
Yeah, bro. It was from that one time you ate a crayon and just sent a big
And
video
sent
to
a
us.
video to us.
Yeah, but I didn't think you guys like. Fuck, man, being personally attacked right now.
No, you're being personally admired. That was
Yeah,
like
bro.
a hit, bro.
Everyone loved that, bro.
Just for you, I'm gonna eat a crayon in front of my
Don't.
In front of your mom or Mike? Because you cut out
Mike.
both.
Don't. Please don't. I don't want to hear it. Oh.
We're
This
waiting.
expense is killing you.
Patrick, is it like when you play D&D with your siblings, do you guys get like really into it? Like do you do like voices and shit, or is it like kind of like chill?
I do the voices and shit.
Well, they're usually like pretty bombed, so but yeah.
What
we
does
do
bombed mean?
voices.
Drunk, Austin?
Consumed liquor.
KS liquor.
Stop. Please stop.
Ah,
Liquor,
here's
dude.
my
Barely know her. Am I
crayon.
right?
Ah.
Oh, God.
Everyone high five their mic.
Did you just punch your mic?
I know, I beat the shit out of my mic, bro.
Just like my wife, am I right? Up top.
Ah, nice.
Jesus.
Hey,
Yeah?
Speaking of my wife, theories
Are
of
you
the
guys ready?
universe, guys.
okay, so basically,
Wait,
New Year's-
before that, before we have intelligent conversation, listen to
yes, because it's all intelligent. He's eating.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh. I didn't like that.
He's still eating it.
Bro, don't be
Yep,
clear.
finish the whole thing.
Gonna have to get another pack pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm getting low.
Do crayons burn like candles? Like I feel like
Yes.
I've seen
You're
videos of
supposed
them, but
to-
I've never done it
Yeah,
myself.
you can use them as like a alternative candle in an emergency.
But like, does the paper like start on fire really fast if you don't
You
unwrap
take the
them?
paper off, and then you start it.
I suppose.
But
that makes
I'm sure the paper would burn.
Yeah,
Yes, it is paper.
That's fair. Remember when we played hide and seek in my basement, bro?
Yeah,
That
that was
was
fun
so
as
good.
fuck. Except when not Patrick got black lung.
Here's the
From-
picture of Anthony on the shelf.
Yeah. Patrick, how did you get black lung? What was that about?
He sat under the
already had like some sort of like ailment from one of you.
One of your kind.
Mm,
And then
That's pretty much it. I mean, I just got it. I already had it by the time I got to your house, but I think I inhaled a bunch of dust, and then it got really bad where I couldn't even talk. It was
you couldn't even talk. Holy shit!
well, it was like my throat when I talked. It was like.
Basically the grudge. Oh,
All right, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that.
Grudge, bro.
Griffin,
Man, what am I gonna do with these
Griffin.
beans?
can we talk about
Griffin,
New
what?
Year's Eve and New Year's Day?
We could.
I mean, I suppose
Griffin, you haven't talked in a while. You want to explain?
we played a lot of poker that night.
Okay,
A
so
lot of poker.
there was quite the amount of poker played. New Year's Eve. Wait, was New Year's Eve the night where I showed up very? No, it wasn't when I showed up late. Anyway. So
All
we got
pressures on
Good
you.
story.
There's not much to say. I mean, sure, we played a lot of poker. We took a we do have to. You took a break and played Jackbox games. No Jackbox 6 though.
Yeah, Jackbox 6 is good, bro.
If we hang on for my birthday, y'all gotta bring that shit.
Y'all better cut that shit out.
Yep.
Anyways,
No,
so
that was
basically,
actually-
Griffin's not very good at explaining.
Well, because
We-
you just okay. Here's what you gave me. Hey Griffin, it's like there's New Year's Eve. Hey, you've been talking a while.
That's
And
true.
what-
We did. That is what we did.
Like there's
We had
Okay.
we played poker, and then Eric and Leo were there too. If you've seen our videos other than this one, you've seen in the Gmod one. We're all in it.
There's a
six of us.
Brazilian dude. He acts like Jar Jar Binks a lot.
Not a lot, just one time actually.
Just
but-
one time. Well, in person, in real life.
Yeah, that's true. But
What's in real life.
oh, no, that's a good time playing games with everyone,
Yeah.
because it's like everybody's just batshit. Anyways, we played poker, and that same night we had taught Leo how to play poker.
It's pretty good for his first.
He was pretty good, but after a while we got hungry, and so we went and got McDonald's. And then we had discovered the next time we played poker that we got McDonald's on a bunch of the poker chips.
Speaking of going to McDonald's, we went right after like a ball dropped, and the first thing Griffin says to the lady on the counter is like,
Like
"I
at
hope
the
you got,
okay.
I hope you got food ready, because I haven't eaten since last decade." And then there's a long pause.
That was actually it. That was it.
Yes,
That was
that's
it.
it. It was
I'm
terrible.
very happy I decided to say it.
No, me and Patrick both.
You guys
did.
were like,
She
trying-
was
you
fucking
guys were like
so
forcibly
fed up
trying to
with
get
her.
me to stop the whole time. You're like, no, please, don't say it.
Were you
You're
proud
so
of that, Griffin?
bad.
Oh, okay, I said it. And she was like, ha, and then I was like, all right, I'm sorry. And then I went out with the order.
You apologized?
Not a serious apology.
Well, yeah, but like you apologized for your shitty joke.
I was just like, sorry about that. I'd like a 10-piece chicken McNugget. That's what it was like.
And then I ordered a quarter pounder, and Griffin bought it for me.
I
Nice,
bought
bro.
everyone, I bought everyone's food for them actually.
But Patrick paid you back, didn't she?
You didn't
No.
buy my food. You weren't in my car, bro.
Okay, well I paid for it was your birthday, Austin. So I mean,
That's true.
but Patrick,
Sorry, Ziani.
that was just a regular occurrence for Patrick. I don't even know how much Patrick's food was. It was 2 quarter pounders with what fries?
That's just one of the many reasons Patrick can't get a girlfriend, bro.
Hey,
Ah.
coming January 9th.
Nah.
He'll be able to get his own debit card.
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
Congrats, bro.
No,
Thank you.
Christian was complaining the other day that he was
No,
like,
that was today.
oh, that was today. Christian was like, I can have a job. I could work to earn a wage. But I can't open a fucking checking account. I over exaggerated
It's-
how country Christian was. Christian's not like, he doesn't sound country,
But he is.
but he is. It's weird because like I feel like most schools don't have like the farm folk.
The farm folk.
Like if
Nah,
you think about like schools in big cities and stuff.
I
they-
almost just said a city right next to us. I'm glad I did not.
Yeah. Most cities don't have like a. They don't have. I don't think the Hicks are like a group of people within the school, but we do, and they're very, very prominent.
I think
Very
most schools have that.
Really?
At least fake Hicks. At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
We have fake Hicks. Christian is
have-
not a fake Hick.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll lift 300-pound pumpkin back into your trunk. I did. Get out of the way, Eric.
That is true. He did. He doesn't talk like
said
that
those
though. He's
exact
very
words.
articulate, and we love Christian.
We do love Christian. He's our favorite. Christian, if you would ever subscribe to BinkieBoys, please.
He's too busy, bro. He's got pumpkins to harvest.
He's not too busy, bro.
Pumpkins and popcorn, bro. When we bought those pumpkins, that was epic.
Christian talks about playing like Call of Duty, like Advanced Warfare all the time.
Really?
Yes.
He still
Like,
plays
you wouldn't
Advanced
believe.
Warfare?
To
Yeah,
be fair, I did like that game.
I loved Advanced Warfare.
Really?
It was fun. It was a good.
It was
time.
fun. I was like Prestige 8. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, damn. I was like, I think I was max prestige, max level on Black Ops the first.
I was absolutely max Prestige. Prestige Master. Prestige Master. I believe it was called.
That's what max level was called.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, bro.
Peyton
That was
Fultz
like
hacked
big
it.
flex.
And-
Yeah. Those are fake people, bro.
Yeah, I was like, fake. I like yelled at him.
Call of Duty really has gone downhill.
Yeah.
It's not the same, bro.
I need to remaster Modern Warfare 2, bro.
I really did not like Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare is fine.
I did
I
not
think it's
like
fine.
it, bro. And then
I
my
liked
my
it.
experience when we tried to play it was like you and Patrick
Yeah,
being like, no,
bitches.
no.
Okay.
Now, I don't think I will do the thing that benefits the majority of the group.
It does not benefit the majority. It's worse for Patrick and I can. It makes it so bad for us.
It makes
And,
it so we can all talk.
okay. The way it was Austin, Patrick, and I, and that was the best it was gonna be.
No, we could have all talked together. but
We
you guys
could have
did
all
not want
talked
to.
Yeah, but we couldn't. Then we couldn't hear in-game audio.
But that's not
No.
like that important for a game like that.
Especially- If we're just talking, it's Call of Duty, not CS:GO.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
It
it's
is Call
just
of
nice
Duty.
to hear the game. It's like half the experience, you know.
I mean, I understand it. It's fair that it was a pretty new game.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose if you
I
you wanted to
suppose
hear the
maybe
game,
I'm wrong.
maybe I'm wrong.
Y'all want to talk about Beetlejuice? Might
Like what about Beetlejuice? Because
The movie, or
I don't know much about Beetlejuice.
yeah, it's been a while since
the
I've seen it.
star Beetlejuice, you dummies.
The what?
There is a star. It's relatively close to Earth. All right, like in space. Preface that.
As stars
And-
be.
Yeah, and it is at the stage in its life where it is going to explode. We just don't know when. Somewhere between now and like 1,000 years in the future. But it recently dimmed unexpectedly, and no one knew why. And people were saying it got so dim that it was like ranked second in the sky in terms of brightness. It went down to like not even ranked, and then it got to people think that maybe this is a sign that it's nearing at the end of its life, and when it explodes, it will be like a big event. Like we'll be able to see it during the daytime from Earth, like a big explosion.
Holy fuck! Is it gonna
That'll
like
be epic.
fuck up Earth?
No.
No, it's so far away that we would not feel the effects of it.
Okay,
At all.
that's good. There's not gonna be like if a solar flare were to happen, we're not gonna lose like technology or anything like that.
Space is big and shit, bro. You don't understand.
No, we're so far away from the sun, bro. You don't understand. You don't get it, bro.
I think I
Only-
understand how big space is, bro. I
Only
think I can
only
wrap my
kids
head
who
around
get
that,
accepted
bro.
into NASA straight after high school understand.
Speaking of space, eventually our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, is going to collide with the Andromeda galaxy, and sure, while that might not be quite the fortunate event, that's like billions of years from now. But the only really, I guess, good part about that is that for roughly the million years before actual collision occurs, just like Betelgeuse during the daytime, you'll be able to see a whole new galaxy right in the sky.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
I-
right there, bro.
The sun will have burned out by then. I'm sorry.
But we'll
all
get
be
their
dead.
sun, bro.
And
Their
I pers-
suns.
I personally
How many
believe
do they
that
have
that
in
is very
Andromeda?
cool.
Well, it's a galaxy.
Well,
so.
it's a galaxy, so a lot.
Lots.
To be
Okay, I'm
fair,
sorry. I'm not very familiar with my levels of space organization.
And every-
It's all a
fair.
galaxy.
Speaking
to
of
me, bro.
space organization, the fuck is in a black hole?
It's actually and I know this for a fact what's in the middle of a black hole. If you go to the very, very, very center of a black hole. Now, I might not know much about space organization, but
You
I
just
know
said
I know one or two things about black holes. Okay. What in the very center of the black hole is a 1997 PC running Windows 97. But it's making that like dial-up noise,
Yeah.
and it's set up to like No, the like that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, not the Windows noise.
Not the Windows noise. It's making
Okay.
the like that noise, but it's like it's like in a big old amphitheater. It's got like woofers like propping it up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
are
actually what
dark.
creates black holes.
I
Thank
never
you.
thought about it
Shut
like
the-
that.
Well, you didn't have to.
Isn't that
Speaking
fucking
of black
wild?
holes, why if spaghetti didn't meet meatball? I mean, think about
If you think about it, why if they didn't, then no spaghetti with meatball, just meatball, like Sweden.
or just spaghetti,
Huh?
like
Like buttered noodle wensiki.
yes, yes. No
Wensiki,
sauce.
no sauce.
Okay, but real talk, what the bro? Black holes are fucking wild.
Yeah, we talked about it for like 6 hours when on New Year's Day.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
it was New
it
Year's
just-
Day technically.
Yeah,
It's like something that in all, like in everything we know, should not exist. Yet it
exists. It's like bees being able to fly. That's like what black holes are.
Yeah, bro. I've heard. I don't know. I don't remember where I heard it, bro. But according to all known laws of physics, a bee should
All known
not be
laws
able to
of
fly.
aviation.
Fu-
That's embarrassing. F1. Hey guys, will you press F1, please?
I'm good,
Hold on, give me a second. F1.
guys.
Sorry, what'd you say? I can't hear you over the sound of you being kicked.
I was gonna say, yeah, you kind of kicked, so I'm not actually here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh,
Yeah, I put myself in timeout corner, guys.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
embarrassing.
fair.
It's satirical, man.
It's what I deserved, bro.
It's
Speaking of satirical, guys, I don't actually think we should put all the plastic straws in the ocean.
that was satire.
That was
It-
satire.
only highly intellectual minds will understand that satire.
Yeah.
So our viewers probably won't understand.
Yeah, if you're a Rick
the
and
part
Morty
about
viewer,
me-
you're welcome. I'm sure I gave you a fat
Yeah.
giggle.
If you're a South Park viewer, bro, big chuckle.
We know you're smart, bro. It's cool.
Speaking of South Park and our list of topics, gay.
Did any okay?
That's it.
Did anybody else not need to understand? Like, she explained satire like we were like 4
Like we
years
were
old.
She
like
remembers.
second graders.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
explained it like at least 10 times so far.
Hi, Mrs. Teacher here to explain the joke.
Sometimes people say things and they don't mean what they say.
They mean something else entirely.
When Cartman says, "You look like Poop Poop Man," it's actually much deeper than that. Fifth graders like, aha, funny poop joke, but us intellectuals, big brain.
We know, bro.
You wouldn't get it. So
Yeah, you're right. I did
Yeah.
miss one of the days of satire learning.
no,
about
you would
satire.
get it because you're an intellectual, bro. But I mean, our
I
viewers.
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
You probably
It's
shouldn't
hard
just
being
straight up.
intellectual.
What'd you say,
True.
Patrick?
It's hard being an intellectual, to be honest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's because you're so damn smart, bro.
I know it troubles me
It makes me want to suck your dick, bro.
constantly. Want to at all times.
Constantly.
Speaking of,
Sucking dick.
yeah, for scooter
Go
parts,
on.
bro.
I
No.
could-
We're moving on. We're not talking about that.
Not allowed.
Alright, guys,
As-
if you want to tell us.
I didn't do that.
Alright, just make
But
sure.
Do
I
what?
feel like that's a little much for this podcast. That's a little
Anyways,
too personal.
Bleep it out. Bleep it
No.
out, please.
No. That's staying
It
in.
stays.
Because the people who know will know.
If you know, you know,
If
bro.
you know, you know.
Somebody that we know is involved in it.
Stop.
enough-
Stop.
Which we were told explicitly not to mention.
Yet I ignored.
It's true. Oh. Oh, my back hurts. Oh.
Does
Holy
your back
shit.
hurt from carrying this podcast?
Yeah, it does.
It's a joke.
My back feels really
It's
bad.
satire.
No, it does. It really
it-
does. I'm
it went-
carrying this podcast, bro.
It went right over your head, and therefore, I think we need to make a new voice channel. You are not an intellectual.
You're a
How do you spell intellectual?
A fake and a fraud. That's you. Sorry, buddy.
How do you spell intellectual? I'm kidding. I know how to spell intellectual.
Do you?
Yes.
2 or 1 L?
2. Well, 3.
3 L's in a row, followed by an A.
Oh man, I'll never forget the day Michael spelled double with 2 B's.
Wait, what?
Oh man.
Double.
Double. Oh, that was so funny. I lost my shit.
Double.
Man, it's not like we were little kids. He was a what year
Austin,
was
you
that?
made a
He was
text
junior
channel.
high school.
What, Griffin?
You made a text channel, not a
I
voice channel.
realize that now.
It's okay. I'll just change it.
No.
Speaking of being a child, y'all think like there are more fights now or less fights than in
Definitely
the
more.
previous world?
I don't know. I've witnessed a grand total of 1 fight at the middle school and 0 at the high school. So
I've witnessed a few at the high school, but like an infinite amount more at the middle school.
Yeah, people definitely fought more in middle school.
So
I
saw
love the
Tommy
story.
Bowman down the hall.
The what story?
The one that
So-
Griffin just
So I see
referenced.
Tommy Bowman down the hallway, and Jericho's just.
Whose story was that? Was that Eric's story?
That's Eric's
That was
story.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
to have Eric tell that story one time for us.
Such a good story.
One more time, huh?
One more time.
That's
It's got to be like the 7th time.
that story's worth it to hear though.
And the funny thing is that Eric said that was all a dream, and he woke up and the lights were still on his bed.
Even though he had told his mom to return them to Walmart because he's an ungrateful.
He is ungrateful, bro. It's honestly disgusting.
Speaking of ungrateful, I hate my parents.
Why is that?
They gave birth to me.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
They
I
put
wouldn't
me
want to
in
give
this
birth
world.
to you either.
Yeah, that'd be hell.
And on that
What if
note, I
you-
think we'll close.
Hold on, wait
Hold
one more
on.
second.
What? Okay, you go for it.
First,
Yeah.
a word from our sponsor, Rage. Shout
At
out.
one point, you were giving that your mom was giving birth to you, and if you went feet first out, bro.
You
your
were wearing
head-
your mom as a.
No. Just saying, your head was like in your mom's coochie. And on that note, that concludes this episode. Of
No,
the
can I
BinkieBoys
just
pod-
say I'm not gonna let that conclude it because even if you didn't come out for feet first of all, you can't come out feet first.
That's not what.
Babies
you
don't come
can.
out feet first. They intentionally make babies turn around so they don't come out feet
Oh
first.
yeah, you can suffocate if you come out feet
Yeah.
first.
Second of all, your head is still in your mom's coochie. If you go out head first, it just comes out faster. Are you talking like you have stuff outside while your head is inside the coochie?
Yeah, it's kind of like you are sexing mom.
Gross. That's disgusting.
That was the point, and
And
that
on that
concludes
note-
this
No,
episode.
not
of
yet,
Mickey
bro.
Boy-
Not yet, bro. I got one more birth thing. Okay.
One more
Okay?
quip.
One more little quip. My brother, my oldest brother, when he was born, he apparently had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck.
Yo, that's funny.
Not as uncommon as you think.
And on that note,
And
think
on that,
we'll
note,
close the podcast for this week. Thank you very much.
I
for
will close the
watching and or
podcast
listening.
because I'm
Go
in
for
charge.
it. Go for it. Go for it, Patrick. Go.
No, I
Thank
think
you.
since I started it, I should finish it.
No, I think Patrick
No,
should end it.
no, I should end it. Thank you everyone. Thank you to all our listeners. Thank you to everyone on Patreon. Thank you for giving to us. You know, any
Don't
donations
forget to
appreciated.
smash that like button.
Make sure you hit that like button and drop a
Subscribe.
bell. Subscribe if you want more of this content. Thank you. Leave a comment. Comment how many nipples you have. Thank you. Goodbye.